Okay, let's kick things off with a little mystery. I'm about to show you a piece of a transcript that was generated by an AI. Your job is to try and figure out what on earth is going on. Ready? Because this is where it gets weird.
So, first up, we get this hola. Okay, right? Simple enough. Hello, no problem there.
But then, it's immediately followed by this, ya llegué. Now, for anyone who speaks Spanish, you know that means I've arrived. A little strange, but okay, let's keep going.
And this is where it gets really weird. J, Joe, y, yo, which translates to and Joe and I. Who's Joe? Seriously, where did this guy come from?
Then, out of absolutely nowhere, white. Yeah, just the word white twice. No sentence, no context, just that.
And just when you thought it couldn't get any more random, to top it all off, we get the number 7. Just the number 7, sitting there.
So, what is going on here, right? Is this some kind of avant-garde poetry? A secret code? Did the AI just have a total meltdown? It feels completely random, but I promise you, it is not. There is a perfectly logical and actually pretty fascinating explanation for all of this.
Turns out this whole mess is from an automatically generated transcript from a YouTube video. Yep, an AI listened to the audio and this is what it decided was being said. So to solve this digital mystery, we're going to have to put on our detective hats and look for the evidence.
And luckily for us, the biggest clues are hiding in plain sight, right in the video's own data.
Okay, check this out. This is our first huge break in the case. The video's title is English Letters for Kids, and the channel name, Ta'alum, well, that's Arabic for learn. So what are we looking at? It's an educational video for kids who speak Arabic who are learning English letters. Suddenly, this is starting to make a little more sense. This is a total game changer.
So with that in mind, let's go back to the text. The AI is spitting out this weird mix of Spanish and English-sounding words. Hola, si, llegué. You gotta ask, why would an AI transcribing an English lesson for Arabic speakers suddenly start writing in Spanish? Well, the answer is, it's not hearing words at all. It's just hearing sounds, and it's desperately trying to find the closest word it knows that matches those sounds.
And this is where the whole puzzle just snaps into place. The AI hears someone say the letter I, and what does it write? I, a Spanish word that sounds just like it. It hears the sound for the letter V, and it writes down V. It hears C, and it types ice. You see what's happening? The AI was programmed to find words, but all it was getting were the raw sounds of the English alphabet. So it just made its best guess, and the result is this totally bizarre transcript.
So we've cracked the code, but that just leads to a bigger question. Why did this happen? This little mistake gives us this incredible peek under the hood at how a machine actually hears the world, and more importantly, where it gets things so wrong.
The technology here is called automatic speech recognition, or ASR. And at a super simple level, here's how it works. It takes in sound waves, chops them up into the tiniest little units of sound. We call those phonemes. And then it basically plays a guessing game. It uses statistics to figure out what's the most likely word that this collection of sounds represents. It's all about probability.
But here's the thing. That system is actually pretty fragile. It can get totally tripped up by accents, background noise, or, and this is the key for our mystery, non-standard speech. Think about it. A kid's video where someone is slowly, carefully sounding out individual letters, that's a total nightmare for an AI that's been trained to listen for normal, flowing conversation. For the machine, it's just a minefield of confusing sounds.
And this whole mix-up really shines a light on the huge gap between how a machine hears and how we as humans actually understand language.
This brings us right to the idea of phonetics, the basic building blocks of speech. When we're kids, we just intuitively learn the difference between a b sound and a d sound. We get the context. The AI, it has zero context. It just has the raw data.
And that's the absolute heart of the matter. The AI was looking for words in a video that was specifically teaching pure sound. It was a lesson in phonetics, not vocabulary. But the AI's programming forced it to find a word, any word, that fit the sound. And that's how we ended up with our digital enigma.
So what's the big takeaway here? Because this funny little transcript is more than just a quirky glitch. It's actually a really powerful window into the digital world we're all living in.
Think of it like this. For a machine, hearing is just data processing. It's pattern matching on a gigantic scale.
But for a human, understanding is, well, it's everything else. It's context, it's nuance, it's shared experience. The AI heard a jumble of sounds. A child watching that same video would understand the purpose, the intent to teach.
And that, right there, is the main point. This garbled mess of Spanish words and random numbers isn't just a failure. It's a perfect illustration of the limits of artificial listening. It's proof that true understanding is so much more than just crunching data and recognizing patterns.
So I'll just leave you with this final thought. As we hand over more and more of our world to automated systems, for subtitles, for translating conversations, for taking our meeting notes, we have to ask, what is getting lost in translation? What crucial part of human meaning, what bit of context and nuance is being left behind?